Are you aware of the deeper, darker layers of spirituality that few truly understand? There are hidden truths in spirituality that only those who have experienced them can grasp. It's crucial for you to be aware of them. While many people see spirituality as a straightforward path to pure enlightenment, it is far from simple or easy. Spirituality is often romanticized as a journey filled only with peace and bliss. However, those who have walked the spiritual path know that it is much more complex. This journey involves facing uncomfortable truths and challenging personal growth. Understanding these dark truths about spirituality is crucial for anyone going on a spiritual journey. The spiritual path can be a lonely one. As we delve deeper into our spiritual journey, we often find that our experiences and insights are not easily understood by those around us. This can create a sense of isolation. Friends, family, and even close companions may not relate to the changes we undergo, leading us to feel disconnected from the people we once felt close to. This loneliness stems from the unique nature of spiritual growth. As we seek a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe, our perspectives and priorities shift. What once seemed important may lose its significance, and we may find ourselves drawn to different interests and pursuits. This can create a gap between us and others who have not undergone similar experiences. It's not that they are uninterested or unsupportive, but their lack of personal experience with our journey can make it hard for them to fully grasp what we are going through. Embracing this loneliness is key to progressing on the spiritual path. It encourages us to develop a stronger relationship with ourselves. As external connections may wane, we learn to find comfort and strength within. This self-reliance is crucial as it fosters a deeper inner connection and self-awareness. The loneliness becomes a space where we can explore our thoughts, feelings, and spiritual insights without external distractions or validations. Finding solace in our inner connection means learning to be content with our own company. It involves trusting our inner voice and intuition, even when it goes against the grain of societal norms or expectations. This internal dialogue becomes a source of guidance and support, helping us navigate the complexities of the spiritual journey. Every person has aspects of themselves they may not want to acknowledge. These parts of us, often referred to as the shadow self, include our deepest fears, insecurities, and negative traits. While many people are unaware of these hidden aspects, those on a spiritual path tend to become more aware of them. Recognizing and accepting the shadow self is crucial for true healing and personal growth. The shadow self consists of qualities and traits that we might consider undesirable or unacceptable. These can be thoughts and emotions that we find embarrassing, shameful, or frightening. Instead of facing these aspects, we often push them away, trying to keep them hidden even from ourselves. This suppression can lead to internal conflict and emotional distress, affecting our overall well-being. Acknowledging the shadow self is an essential step in the spiritual journey. It involves a deep and honest examination of our inner world. This process can be uncomfortable, as it requires us to confront parts of ourselves that we have long ignored or denied. However, it is only by bringing these aspects to light that we can begin to heal and integrate them into our whole being. Recognizing the shadow self allows us to understand the root causes of our negative behaviors and reactions. It helps us see why we may act out of fear, anger, or insecurity in certain situations. With this understanding, we can start to address these issues and transform them. This process of transformation is not about eliminating these parts of ourselves, but rather about accepting and integrating them. By doing so, we become more balanced and whole. Suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. No matter who we are or what our circumstances might be, we all face pain and hardship at some point in our lives. This suffering can come in many forms, such as physical pain, emotional distress, or mental anguish. As spiritual beings, learning to embrace and transcend suffering is a crucial aspect of our journey. Most people tend to avoid suffering whenever possible. It's natural to seek comfort and avoid pain. However, in the realm of spirituality, suffering is seen as an essential part of growth and enlightenment. By facing our suffering head-on, we can learn valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. This approach helps us build resilience and strength, enabling us to handle future challenges with greater ease. Embracing suffering means accepting it as a part of life rather than trying to escape it. This acceptance allows us to experience our pain fully and understand its deeper significance. Instead of viewing suffering as a negative force, we begin to see it as an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. This shift in perspective is fundamental to spiritual development. Transcending suffering doesn't mean eliminating it entirely from our lives. Instead, it involves rising above it and finding meaning within it. When we transcend suffering, we are not controlled or defined by our pain. We acknowledge its presence, but do not let it dominate our thoughts and actions. This transcendence is a form of liberation, freeing us from the chains of our suffering and allowing us to live more fully and authentically. The ego is a central aspect of our identity, constantly shaping our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions. It is the part of us that craves validation, recognition, and control. However, the ego is also a master of deception, creating illusions that prevent us from experiencing true spiritual awakening. Understanding and letting go of the ego's grip is essential for genuine spiritual growth. The ego operates by constructing a false sense of self. This false self is built on external validations, material possessions, social status, and personal achievements. While these things can bring temporary satisfaction, they do not lead to lasting fulfillment. The ego convinces us that we need more of these external factors to be happy, leading us into a cycle of constant striving and dissatisfaction. One of the main deceptions of the ego is the illusion of separation. The ego makes us believe that we are separate from others and the world around us. This sense of separation fosters feelings of isolation, competition, and judgment. It creates barriers between us and others, preventing us from experiencing true connection and unity. In reality, we are all interconnected, and this understanding is crucial for spiritual enlightenment. Letting go of the ego's grip involves developing self-awareness and mindfulness. By observing our thoughts and behaviors, we can identify when the ego is at play. This awareness allows us to detach from the ego's influence and respond to situations with greater clarity and authenticity. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and self-reflection help us stay present and centered, reducing the ego's control over our actions. A spiritual awakening can bring about many challenges, fundamentally altering how we perceive and interact with the world. This awakening is not a smooth or easy journey. It involves confronting uncomfortable truths and navigating periods of intense discomfort and confusion. These challenges are integral to the process of spiritual growth and enlightenment. One of the first challenges of spiritual awakening is the disruption of our previous sense of reality. As we become more aware of our inner world and the deeper truths of existence, our old beliefs and perceptions begin to shift. This can be disorienting and unsettling, as it forces us to question everything we once took for granted. The familiar structures and frameworks we relied on may no longer provide the same sense of security, leading to feelings of uncertainty and vulnerability. The process of spiritual awakening also involves a profound inner transformation. Our values, priorities, and desires may change dramatically, creating a sense of disconnect with our previous way of life. This transformation can lead to a period of inner conflict as we struggle to reconcile our new understanding with our old habits and routines. Adjusting to these changes requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to let go of what no longer serves our highest good. Our thoughts and perceptions play a crucial role in shaping our reality and experiences. While we may not always have control over our external circumstances, we have significant influence over how we perceive and respond to them. Understanding our role as co-creators of our reality empowers us to live more intentionally and mindfully, transforming our inner landscape to positively impact our external environment. At the core of this concept is the understanding that our consciousness, our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes acts as a lens through which we view the world. This lens can either limit or expand our experiences depending on its clarity and focus. When our consciousness is clouded by negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, we are likely to perceive our reality in a similarly negative and restricted manner. Conversely, a clear and positive mindset can help us see opportunities, beauty, and potential in our surroundings, enhancing our overall experience of life. One important aspect of shaping reality through consciousness is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to our thoughts and feelings in the present moment without judgment. By becoming more aware of our internal dialogue, we can begin to identify patterns of negativity or self-limitation. This awareness is the first step towards transforming our thought patterns and consequently our reality. When we catch ourselves thinking negatively, we can consciously choose to shift our perspective and focus on more positive and constructive thoughts. Spiritual enlightenment transcends physical existence, revealing that we are more than just our bodies. We are energetic beings connected to a larger universal energy. This understanding of interconnectedness enhances our sense of peace and purpose, as it aligns us with the greater flow of life in the universe. Interconnectedness means recognizing that everything in the universe is linked. Our thoughts, actions, and emotions are not isolated, but have an impact on the world around us. This awareness can profoundly change how we live, encouraging us to act with greater compassion and consideration for others. When we understand that our well-being is tied to the well-being of others, we naturally begin to act in ways that promote harmony and positive connections. Understanding interconnectedness also deepens our sense of empathy. When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, it becomes easier to feel compassion for others' struggles and joys. This empathy fosters stronger, more meaningful relationships and helps to create a supportive and loving community. It reminds us that we are not alone in our journey and that we share a common bond with all living beings. The realization of interconnectedness helps us appreciate the intricate balance of nature. Every part of the natural world is interdependent, and this delicate balance sustains life on Earth. Recognizing this interdependence can inspire us to live more sustainably and protect our environment. We begin to see the Earth not just as a resource to be used, but as a living system that we are a part of and must care for. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.